Hello. I'm sorry I nearly got you banned on Facebook, Ty.
I would expect nothing less, to be honest.
I'm always getting banned on Facebook. I consider it to be an accolade. And I'm live streaming this, because I'm like techno-gran. And if it doesn't happen on social media, it hasn't happened, has it? So, and I think it's really interesting the way all of us, we're now a product, aren't we? You're not just you. You are your social media profile. And we're all busy advertising our great, fantastic lives and how cool we are and how beautiful and good looking our children are. One of the things that really does my head in is when people have a picture of their child as their Facebook profile. I'm like, that's not you. You seem to be some identity confusion going on here. But, I mean, the 21st century is all about identity confusion, isn't it? Let's face it. And I look around at this kind of identity parade that we're all busy being whatever it is we think we should be. And there's loads of products for us. However you identify, there's the right kit to buy. The right t-shirt, the slogan, the badge, there's probably a frame for your social media picture. And I look at it and I think, I was not born for this. And neither were you. What were you born for? Born to shop, born to smoke, to eat baked beans and drink alcohol. Oh, I started in the middle, sorry. Have to go back to the beginning. How much do you earn in your daily grind? For what products do you yearn to buy your peace of mind? How much do you spend? Where will it all end? Will you get an ideal home, a partner, and the new iPhone? Will you ever get the time? Will you ever taste the wine made from the fruits of your hard labour? Will you ever get to savour the luxuries of the life of ease you see in all the magazines? Are you dreaming of a perfume to make your life complete? Or is there something else to buy to make you the brand new me? Can you get it cheaper? Can you get it off the cuff? Designer-made identities, if you've got enough. If you've got the wonga, then your black hair could be blonder. And if you're clever, if you're sly, you will know what things to buy, what to wear, what to eat, where to go, how to sleep, who to talk to, what to say, what to think, how much to pay for an idea or a feeling or some comfort or a fuck for a brand new way of living. Or if you really are in luck, then your working life will all be spent in pursuit of corporate dreams. And as you scrimp and save and buy, you'll know what it really means to be living, be consuming. Then one day, when you die, you'll leave all of your possessions, so you won't have lived a lie. And should your children ask you who, where, why, and when, and what, you can say, it's all right, darling, and tell them you were born to shop, born to smoke, to eat baked beans and snort up coke, the birthrights of the lucky few, the right to eat until we spew, the freedom to choose your addiction, gambling, drinking, or pulp fiction. Stop here and buy one. Did you know you needed it? Take one to me, man. Feed them on a pile of shit. Learn the brand names all by rote, and the jingles every note. Art of the times in advertising for a brain-dead public. Is it surprising that no one remembers anymore what living life was like before the advent of the multinational? Oh, we have such privilege. Just take a peek into my fridge and see the labels gathered there and feel the texture of my hair, courtesy of Silvercreen, or touch my soft Max Factor skin. Witness now my loss of weight. There's lean cuisine upon my plate. What of those without such luck? A telethon should raise a buck, raise my social consciousness with slogans on a trendy vest. Feed a migrant, plant a tree, save a can. Good old me. I can be a caring consumer. I need thy car to get there sooner. I feel I have the right to choose. Which washing powder should I use? In the great free West, the right to buy. And for the rest, an open sky, acid rain falls from a hole, brand new deserts take their toll. Esso, Big Mac, Unilever put trademarks on our souls forever. But there is justice, and we all share the cancerous sun and the poisoned air. Thank you. And which brings me to the slightly ironic fact that I am promoting my collection of poetry. Which is ironic for two reasons. One, that I'm promoting something after having done that poem, and the other is that you can't actually buy it, but you can get it for free. Because of the complexities of internet publishing, I discovered that it costs money to publish it if I want to sell it, but if I put it out there for free, it's free. So if you're interested in my material, you can currently find it for free on my website because I can't afford to publish it. Which, I suppose that's amusing. But as we're all endlessly sort of parading ourselves through the social media day, it occurred to me this morning that what's happened is a whole new kind of loneliness, isn't it? Because before, you were just lonely if you didn't have any mates and you didn't talk to anybody. Now, you're lonely if you haven't got enough friends on Facebook. And it doesn't matter how many real mates you've got, because no one else can see. All that matters is your Facebook friends. And this chases us all around all the time, doesn't it? And as much as I try to pretend I don't give a shit, and I really try to be fairly honest on my social media, which is why I keep getting banned. I can't help but fall into the trap of trying to look like a happy, successful person. And even when I'm bitching on about the women's revolution and the nightmarish experience of being called mum, as a poet, that becomes my sales pitch. And so we can't escape this mad marketing hell zone. And whatever it is, whatever I'm doing on Facebook, essentially I am going to market. Screaming at me, screaming all the time, all the fucking time, ravaging the landscapes of my mind. Oh, my fragile mind. Oh, the barking of the hawkers invades my very sleep. A cacophony of commerce to bring me to my knees. Keep me wanting, keep me dreaming of that which I have no need. Indecent propositions, unclean and quite diseased. A hysteria of images, a lewd display of nothingness, a cruel, disgusting emphasis. Perverts all that which I possess. It's stalking me, assaulting me, culture, assault and battery, plagiaristic, voyeuristic, debased, depraved, completely twisted, picking at me, poking at me, mocking, grabbing, leering at me, whispering into my dreams and in my waking, constant streams of dire and trite suggestions, bland and ugly things, ill-conceived convenience, a trillion salesmen screaming at us, screaming all the fucking time, dismembering the pastures of our lives, our precious lives, reduced to mere consumption, unthinking, dumb compunction, need it, want it, get it, have it, spent it, lost it, wait it, trash it, design it, market, package, sell it, all the way to hell and back. It's screaming at them, screaming at their minds, oh, their flowering minds, the sweet untainted gardens of their lives, the children's lives, are desecrated, annihilated, cracked on conned and then castrated. A global search for what is not of consequence, intrinsic rot, is decaying in the corner, its stench permanent and vile, its moulding spores now spreading, its evil always treading, heavy on the psyche, crushing to the heart, controlling deluded sensibilities, suggesting sick captivities, poison pens, tragic tunes, puerile pictures, vast extremes, so big, so bright, flashing, strobing, 3D shite is everywhere and all the time. It's deafening, it mutes, it blinds, it's screaming at me, screaming at me, screaming. Thank you. It is an exhausting process, I think, being the means of the production. So once upon a time, the working classes worked in mines and steelworks and stuff, and made stuff that generated income. Now that we're online, our interaction and our consumption online is the stuff that is for sale. We are the product. Our social media profile, our WhatsApp account, all the rest of it, the product is us. And we've all volunteered really enthusiastically. And even those of us that actually understand the politics of it, like me, I'm up to my fucking neck in the metaverse. They own my soul. And I don't really know what to do about it. I mean, I could go offline and I could dig my heels in and protest, but then I wouldn't be able to live stream my gig on Facebook and my friends wouldn't be able to see me. And then what would I do? I'd be invisible and I'd disappear. So the most I ever do is write a stiff letter, which is a very British thing to do. And this particular stiff letter is called "To Whom It May Concern." To those of us who would bear arms, who would bear malice, hold to ransom, bring to harm, dominate, subordinate for power, cash, or simple hate, your reputation does precede you, the epic tales of all the greed you stole and stores, all the human beings you hoard, all the lives that you have sold, the lies the children have been told. The great technicians of the ages have splattered the bile across history's pages, with wood and with iron and atoms and will, crafting destruction with infinite skill. Sure of the accurate aim of the mission, to kill, to dismember, to slaughter, to render the inhumane cries of the tortured, remember how bloodletting curdles the future, and lies make cosy excuses that cover our eyes from the depth of depravity deep in the harm by those of us who would bear arms. To those of us who would claim the lands, would claim the oceans, close them, keep them, name them, treat them with callous scorn and disrespect, leave them poisoned, foul and wrecked, beyond the reach of those who care for the warmth in the sun and the breath in the air. The property you're passing on harbours the truth of all the wrongs you never righted, those you displaced, the lives you blighted. The conquerors of history's pages have laid the bonds across the ages, with mandates, covenants and deeds, spread ownership like infectious disease, in cut crystal glass houses built on guilt and other people's sweat, other people's labour, other people's time, how you sip and how you savour, your ill-gotten gains, your malodorous profits, your trust funds and shares, your gains are our losses, the miscreants you breed, the earth that you damned when you hounded the people from the land. Thank you. I'm a cheerful soul, aren't I? This is another cheery one. And again, it's about marketing, because I think that marketing is the single great evil. It is a mass effort to make you think you want something, and that makes you think you need something. Now the thing is, if you need something, you know. If somebody had to tell you that you needed it, you don't. Needs are not vague. If you need something, you'll definitely know. Because you'll be cold, or hungry, or horny. One of the three. Nothing else you could really need. Anything else beyond that, you don't need it, you just want it, and you can do without. So there's an entire industry based around convincing all of us that we need shit, that we need to be more whatever the thing we're going to buy is. And as we wise up to this, it becomes more and more important to create clever methods, or to get people that we will listen to persuade us. And the people that we are most vulnerable to are our children. So if the marketing man can get your children to want a thing and harass you for it, you will give in just to get your peace of mind. And there's a name for that process. It's called pester power. And you'll see it come into full play every Christmas. And it's just about to take off on the Easter thing. And all the parents are out guilt shopping so that the pester power doesn't ruin the Easter weekend when Granny comes. Because if the children don't get whatever it is that's being sold, everybody's life is hell. This is called pester power. Give us your children. The ones we don't fuck, we'll eat. Put them through the mill and churn them out as meat. Creep into their hearts, into their minds, steal them away, leave none behind. Give us your children. The ones we don't kill, we'll maim. They'll follow the piper right under a train. Innocent victims shivering and sore, lashing and caning and rubbing them raw. Give us your children, the ones we don't lose, we'll waste. We'll savour the flavour of chicken flesh as we taste, and ready the infants to consume the lie, young lives fresh and fattened and baked in a pie. Give us your children, the ones who can run, we'll find. Give us your children, the ones who can see, we'll blind. We will make them fear the truth, power the machine with the blood of youth, twist their bodies, fuck their heads, sell their souls, leave them dead, devour their corpses, rob their graves, their cannon fodder, market slaves. Thank you. Woo! I'm going to try and end on a cheerful note-ish, as cheerful as I ever get. And this, I can't remember what it's called. I think it might be called Restart, because I am of the opinion that you cannot improve the system because the system is not broken. The system is designed and put in place to fuck you and make you poor and desperate and to turn your children into sausages who support the royal family and bend over when they're told. And judging by the state of the planet, it's working a fucking treat. And you know it's working because working class Tories exist. I have not made them up. There's enough of them to tip the balance. So all that needs to happen is we need a factory reset. Because the global war is hotting up, the ecosystem's out of luck, society is cracking up, and there are no answers to the questions that I'm asking. We're running out of history, we're wasting all the energy, and the solutions to the questions that I'm posing are categorically being ignored. Our swift demise is being assured. I'm nervous, tetchy, I'm appalled, I'm powerless, we're fucked, I'm going out dancing. I'm going to lose myself in play, let chemicals wash it away. I'm not going to rant, I'm going to rave. I'm going out dancing. If powdered joy is all I've left, without elation, I am bereft. No reason we should sit and wait for sanction. May we celebrate? We'll raise our glasses, take a sip. Toasting the apocalypse if we're burning, then I'm going to fly. If we're drowning, well, then let's get high. If there's going to be a war, we might as well party. We'll vote for ourselves, get high and mighty, build towers of Babel, watch them fall. Down will come baby, cradle and all. And as Babylon crumbles and the dust comes near, we'll smell the hate and feel the fear creeping in on all that we hold dear. And when the flames come close, we might just cheer, because our bitter, twisted hearts are broken, ripped asunder, left wide open, the tears that well up in my eyes, vain protest, pointless alibis that scarcely banish my inaction, my complacency and my reaction The atrocities, I've sat and watched the genocides and other such ordinary, everyday crimes that fill our lives each day. I'm not brave, I'm not strong. The best I can manage is a protest song. I'm not wise and I'm not clever, and I won't risk my life, not ever. I won't leave my European home to fight for peace in the danger zone. I can't fight back because I've been whipped. I can't feed the hungry or nurse the sick. Aggressive marketing masks my voice. I'm grounded into a lifestyle choice. Stitched up by a Nike flash, during my hard-earned cash and escape routes for the hard-time mind. I'm seeking out alternative kinds of company, whispering undertones, luring me away from home where underbeats and inside music, I can dull that safe and lose it, safe in the rhythm, lost in the mix, more a bandage than a fix, knowledge weak and conscious yearning. I can but fiddle while Rome is burning. Thank you.
Give it up for Monica. Come on. Okay. What a feature set. You know, she was brilliant.